Hey, greetings from Dyfi Dairy. We just wanted to post a little video showing you what we've been up to and keeping you in the loop about our move. One of the things I love about farming is the way it acquaints you with a patch of land. It's falling in love with the same view and letting the changing seasons alter the spaces you work in. When I took on my first farm tenancy, every new season was explorative, learning the names of new grasses and blooms as they arrived. Now we are moved to a new farm, that process has started all over again. I'm learning alongside the goats what there is to forage in the hedgerows here at Dyfi Dairy. There are plenty of challenges to being a tenant farmer, but I have to admit, this layering of knowledge is something that helps to combat the stress of moving farms. Getting the roof onto the parlour and fixing up the internal walls took longer than expected, and we miscalculated when 2 of our heifers were due to calve, meaning we had calves arriving at the new farm before we'd finished moving there, and before our milking setup was finished. That meant milking in 2 places, and training first-time mums to milk in a less than ideal situation. We quickly made space in one of the barns, and rigged up a temporary milking stock out of some scaffold we had on site. It took a few tries to rig up something that worked. Willow, our more temperamental cow, went right through one set of scaffolding, but eventually we got a temporary system in place. The calves didn't seem to mind the setup, and we managed to share milk without too many issues. With the temporary setup built and the cows trained to use the new milking parlour, the race was on to move from farm number 1 to 2 as quickly as possible. Then came another curveball when, in the middle of all of this, one of our goats rejected her kid. I'll be posting another video soon about his story, but it was an extra stressor at a time when we already had our hands full. I heartily believe that Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will, applies to farming. Next, we had concreting. Jan and his family, Jams and Scott, did a great job of making the new floor for the tank and processing room. In April, we managed to move the goats across and build a temporary milking parlour and reunite the herd. Everyone settled in so well. Later that month, we had another birth and introduced Johan's rescue cow Mel to the herd. During May, we finished the lime render on the parlour. It went from looking like this to this. It's such a calming, open space to work and share milk in. There have been plenty of other projects on the wider farm for us to get involved in. June brought sheep shearing and rolling out the water pipe for the dairy. We've been getting the herd used to the new daily trips to the milking parlour. This farm is so much bigger than our old one, it's taken some getting used to. The build has been stalled while we wait for electrics, but hopefully the next few weeks will see that fixed so we can open up later this year. After all, farming is a profession profoundly based on hope.